Live from London, home of the world-famous disposable prostitutes of Whitechapel, it's the Penny Dreadfuls, brought to you by Cookson's Inflatable Prisons.
Cookson's, the bouncier house of justice.
This is the Brothers Faversham. In the annals of the British Empire, few names blaze with more glory than that of the Favershams. Under the stewardship of Sir Digby Faversham, a minor aristocrat who invested wisely in the fledgling fork trade, and his wife, Britain's most beautiful spy, Lady Alexandra, the family rose to unmatched social, political and cultural heights. In the first series of these programmes, we followed the stories of their first four sons: Horatius, soldier; Leonidas, explorer; Theseus, detective; and Augustus, magician turned megalomaniac. In tonight's episode, we turn to the life of Sir Digby and Lady Alexandra's fifth son, Titus Carnegie Baracus Faversham, Victorian Britain's greatest sportsman. Born July 2nd, 1845, Titus, or TC as he was better known, was a healthy young boy. But it was not until the age of 3, as he took the air in Hyde Park with his mother, that he first demonstrated the extraordinary abilities that were to play such an important part in his life.
What's going on, Sergeant?
Lady Faversham, I've never seen anything like it in all my days. If I were you, I'd take your boy and go. He doesn't want to see this.
See what?
It's some poor little girl's kitten. Mr. Sniggles. He's stuck up that tree and we can't get him down.
Pull yourself together, man.
Don't you have a ladder?
Not now, TC. Let the man do his job.
It's 300 feet up to that cat. Our ladder's too short, lad. And apparently the fire brigade are too busy putting out a massive paraffin blaze in the Docklands.
I say, young boy, can we have our ball back?
Just a second.
Stooping to pick up the stray cricket ball, TC was suddenly struck by the strangest of feelings. Taking the ball in hand, he spun around at great pace and pelted it at the precariously perched cat with a deadly accuracy. His natural sporting prowess was clear. Pressed into family games of football and cricket with his 4 older brothers, it is no small indicator of his abilities that by the age of just 4 years he had been promoted from goalpost to goalkeeper. He even invented a game of his own called golfery, which consisted of driving a golf ball as far as possible and then shooting it in mid-air with his bow and arrow. His parents, keen to encourage such talents, eventually settled for sending him to Grimford, a small school in Cheshire which provided 2 football pitches per pupil. And it was not long before he found himself going head-to-head with the school's top sporting star, Simon Eckersley, in the annual steeplechase.
Hey, Faversham! Ready to get your ass handed to you in front of all the cheerleaders?
Cheerleaders? Do you mean the first-year boys?
Yes, I do! And when they see you get humiliated, they'll all want to go to the prom with me.
Well, Eckersley, I just hope the best man wins.
Oh, thanks. I will.
I've heard that Stubbs Major of the lower 6th is pretty fast.
Yeah, maybe for a tree, or like a stone. What are you doing?
Just stretching a bit.
Stretching a bit?
All right, boys, take your marks.
Let's see how your stretching helps you now.
I'm nicely warmed up.
Now, boys, you will go on my first shot. The angry, angry dogs will be released upon my second shot. If you hear a third shot, I have probably killed myself. To avoid being torn asunder by angry, angry dogs. Do I make myself clear? Good. Well, good luck, gentlemen, and may you all make it home safely.
Good luck.
See you around, Faver Nobody, when you get pooped out of an angry, angry dog. Oh, my knee! Oh, my elbow! And my spine! The dogs!
Quickly, Eckersley, give me your hand.
I think I've dislocated them both.
Climb up on my back, quickly. Right, let's go.
It seems I made a mistake about you, Faversham. You're actually a bit quicker than I thought you'd be.
Come on, we can still win this race.
Oh, God, poor Mr. Roberts.
Finishing first, with the weeping Eckersley clinging to his back, people were swift to bestow TC with the title of the greatest sportsman Grimford had ever housed, even mentioning him in the same breath as Dick Athlete, the renowned decathlete. In September 1858, Grimford played host to an exhibition match between Sheffield FC and Brazilian side Sao Paulo Athletic Club. After the tightly contested game, which finished 86-0 to Sao Paulo, TC approached the Brazilian seven-hat-trick hero Donaldo Izexon dos Santos Leiter, better known as Donaldinho.
Excuse me, bonjour, mein Herr? Quintus est.
I can speak English.
Thank God. Tell me, sir, that trick you did in the game, you know when you scored your first, 9th, 14th and 22nd goals, what do you call it?
We call it El swoop de aguero travar un peche de umbrio, but it perhaps better translates as a header.
A header? Brilliant. Doesn't use the hands or the feet. Will you teach me?
Sure.
Ow, my face!
That is lesson 1. Do not let it hit you in the face.
What's lesson 2?
There is no lesson 2. Now, if you will excuse me, I must go to the pavilion to samba with chicas.
Armed with his new superweapon, which came to be known as Faversham's soccer heading trick, TC was rapidly becoming the talk of the county. In 1859, having just been voted Britain's sexiest 14-year-old in a grossly inappropriate poll, TC's participation in a Grimford versus St Brangelina's cricket match was to set in motion a wholly unexpected chapter of his life, and one the young buck could never have foreseen. Now, boys, are you paying attention?
Yes, Master.
Good. They're 308 for 4, so we're in a spot of trouble here.
I think all we need is a bit of good old-fashioned British grit, sir. Play up, and play the game!
Shut up, Toby.
Our only hope is getting him caught behind.
Titus Faversham could do it, sir.
He's fly-half in the rugby at the moment, sir, and he's doing archery, tennis and pottery after that.
Pottery?
On ice.
Damn. But it looks like we're in over our heads.
Morning, sir.
Faversham!
I heard you were in a spot of bother, so I got myself sin-binned in the rugby for 5 minutes. Anything I can do to help?
Thank God. Get this rotter out, would you?
Righto, sir.
Well done, TC.
Thank you, sir. Now, if you don't mind, I'll sneak in a front call relay before we're up to bat.
Of course, TC. Thanks again.
Always a pleasure, sir.
Excuse me, Headmaster.
Ah, Grubb from the class of 39. Haven't you grown?
No,
Oh, haven't you? What are you up to these days?
I'm a sports agent. I deal in finding and promoting young athletes of great potential for the expansion of modern sport. Tell me, who was that boy with the remarkable googly?
His name's Toby, but we try not to draw attention to his problem.
No, the fellow that just took the wicket.
Ah, that's T.C. Faversham. Best flinger, hitter and kicker of anything at anything with anything I've ever seen.
Might I be able to have a word with him?
Of course, Grubb. Here he comes now.
Sorry, sir. Got roped into a chukker of polo. Won't be a moment.
T.C., this is Lemuel Grubb. Says he wants a word.
You have exceptional talents, my boy. I'd like to see you get paid for them.
Look, you can't believe everything you read on a lavatory wall.
No, lad. I mean your athleticism.
What? Get paid for sport?
Yeah, it's the way the world's going. You could find yourself considerably better off.
I'm not sure. Doing something for money? Sounds a little bit like being a shopkeeper. My father always said that when a man is ready to become a shopkeeper, he has already proved beyond doubt he's a total prostitute.
Now, TC, this is the way of the future. I could offer you a contract right now for Kent County Cricket Club of £5,000 a week.
Thou?
It's slang for pounds.
£5 a week?
Less my 15% fee, of course.
And all that just for playing cricket?
What do you say? Do we have a deal?
No, not interested.
Don't be a fool, Faversham. This is a one-time offer.
So is being beaten to death. It doesn't make it any more appealing. I'm sorry, the answer's no.
You'll see. When I'm through, there won't be a game of hopscotch in this town to which I don't own the branding and merchandising rights.
There'll be plenty of amateurs left looking for a game. Exley, Toby, You'll always be in it for the simple, honest love of the game, won't you?
Actually, TC, I've signed a contract already.
What?
We all have.
I play for Glamorgan.
Shut up, Toby. It was too good an offer to pass up. Mr. Grubbs named a brand of budget footwear after me.
And he gave me a penknife.
How could you all? Now this man owns you, like a man might own a dog or a wife. Well, he's not going to own me like a dog or a wife.
You'll regret this, TC Faversham. I'll see to that. Professionalism is on the rise, and the days of the gentleman amateur are numbered. You won't get a game anywhere without me!
Will Grubb get his way? Will TC ever play sports again? Find out after these messages.
Do you like potatoes? Of course you do! You're not insane! Well, now you can ingest even more root veggie goodness with all new individual portion-sized potato portable carry bag portions. Alleviate those post-lunch, pre-dinner potato cravings with 3 delicious flavours. Ready salted, cheese and onion, and just for Christmas, roast chestnut and mistletoe. Each bag contains a whole potato, sliced, salted, and fried until crisp. We're calling them Slicey Salty Spud Yums. Slicey Salty Spud Yums, the appetite ruiner.
The grim spectre of professionalism looming, TC returned to his daily routine of chipping goalkeepers and trapping people leg before wicket. A healthy, good-looking and above all famous man, upon leaving school he had no difficulty in drawing the attention of the ladies. But it wasn't until watching British badminton champion Julia Noon's victory in the ladies' singles final that TC finally fell in love.
Miss Noons, that was a spectacular display today.
Oh, thank you.
I'm Titus Faversham, TC.
I know who you are, Mr. Faversham. I watched you destroy Aston Villa's defensive back two in the cup final last year. You're quite something.
So are you. I'd say you're a stone-cold fox.
I meant you were good at football.
So did I. After a whirlwind courtship, taking in the most romantic sports-centric cities in Europe, TC and Julia were married in St. Winstable's Chapel in Finstable near Dunstable. By the Reverend Kenneth Constable of Finstable near Dunstable. And that night the two star-crossed lovers conceived their first child.
Oh, TC.
Goal.
For a short while, TC was blissfully happy. But decisions were taken under the presidency and chairmanship of Lemuel Grubb to demand that all players representing their national sides be professional. His amateur status, which had long been a source of pride, was rapidly making him an outcast from British sport. And the pressure continued to mount upon poor TC as the financial responsibilities for bringing up a family were beginning to bite.
Come on, TC, we'll get by. My cleaning job at the smelting works brings in a little and the tips are good.
Oh, I'm not sure. I mean, Tiny Elliot appears to be wearing newspaper shoes.
Yes, I'm sorry, I've run out of black paint.
No, I'm sorry, darling. You shouldn't have to live like this. You deserve all the good things in life, like plumbing. All that new electricity stuff. And not eating out of bins.
Oh, eating garbage, I can deal with it. It's having a husband who lives for money, not passion, I couldn't stand.
But, darling...
No, you listen to me, Titus Faversham. All my life I dreamt of being the greatest badmintoner the world had ever known, and I got bloody good at badmintoning. But you... Well, you're the greatest sportsman in the world, possibly ever. You beat a dolphin at swimming, for God's sake.
To be fair, he was heavily drugged.
And you... Well, you were really drunk. That's the point, don't you see?
No, not really.
You allow me and millions of people like me to dream while we slave away in offices or weld in factories or wash our children's clothes in puddles.
Sink broken again?
I'm afraid so. But listen, TC, you've got to play on. Well, if you don't, you'll steal all that colour and hope from all those people's lives, and most importantly, you'll take it from mine.
God, I love you, Julia. And not just because you're way flexible.
TC's mind was made up. After weeks of speculation in the press as to whether he would turn professional, TC called a press conference to make his feelings clear.
Gentlemen, thank you for coming. I would like to read a short statement and then answer questions. Right. Having seen the new rules banning amateurs, I cannot, in good conscience, commit myself to any organisation that would substitute passion for profit. If sport is left open to greed, then the heart and soul is lost from our great games. So I regretfully announce my retirement from international competition. Look, chaps, I appreciate you've got a job to do and all, but please, my family and I need a bit of space.
Treffington Hughes, conglomerated Grub Media Group, a subsidiary of Grub International. Are you ashamed to be English?
No, that's not quite...
How are you going to afford to keep your family in house and home?
Well, we'll struggle through like we always...
Do you hate your family?
Look, sport isn't about earning money. Sport is about passion. It's life.
So you're saying the nation can go screw itself?
Well, maybe I am. I mean, if that's what it does want.
Going to print, no backsies.
It was too late. The damage was done, and the same press that just weeks before had proclaimed him the greatest thing that has ever existed were now leading calls for the death penalty to be abolished just so it could be reinstated specifically for him. Suddenly a public hate figure, TCU was no longer welcome at many of the clubs he had previously represented, and was soon denied by even the most embarrassingly crap sports like curling and rounders. As swiftly as his star had risen, so did it fall and crash with a resounding echo into a deeply empty pocket. TC sat on the garden wall, dejected and confused. Had he made a mistake? Should he have signed a contract and provided for his family? After all, it was all he was good at.
What's the use?
That's hardly the TC spirit, eh, Favershambles?
A figure loomed up to the garden gate, dressed in voluminous satin folds and bedecked in ostentatious jewellery. TC stared for a moment. He couldn't believe his eyes.
Eckersley? What are you doing here?
What? Can't a national cricketing hero drop in on his old school friend without a bloody interrogation?
I didn't recognise you. How's it all going for you then, the cricket?
Fantastic. Pity you never signed up. I've got 18 houses, 2,400 hats and my own shepherd. You don't know what you're missing.
I've been getting that feeling.
Well, just wanted to give you this gift. It's my old pencil case. Do you remember from school?
Thanks. Do you want to come inside for a cup of tea?
No. I should be getting going. I just popped over to give you my pencil case. So make sure you look inside at the pencils.
I will.
Right, great. Well, take care of yourself, Favershammy leather. It was good to see you.
But even as TC watched his old friend walk away down the cobbled street, he couldn't help but feel that there had been something in Eckersley's eyes that frightened him. A great sorrow or fear as one trapped. Looking out over London, he took out the pencil case Eckersley had given him.
What's this?
3 words had been scratched into the walnut veneer. A message from Eckersley. Just 3 words. Stop Atlas 5.
What does it mean?
TC was stumped. Stop Atlas 5. What could it mean? Who were Atlas 5? Were they a skiffle band? He hoped not. After 3 weeks, TC was still no closer to a solution, and as he sat at home spot-kicking golf balls through a stale donut, Julia was across town hard at work.
So you just need these dishes doing?
Aye, that's right. And then scrub everything in the dining room. You've got to get right down on all fours to really deal with the floor. It's almost a decade's worth of build-up. I keep telling them, it's not the place to empty spittoons.
Well, can I have something to clean it with?
Course. Here's some spit. And a tiny, tiny brush.
Thanks.
Here's your gloves.
Gloves?
So you don't get me tiny, tiny brush handle filthy, you grubby harridan.
Right you are, sir.
And so Julia wearily washed and dried, but as she came to scrubbing and sponging away the spit of several years, her eye fell upon a small label stitched serendipitously into the protective gloves.
Atlas 5!
With that, she jumped to her feet and ran straight out of the restaurant, her mind racing and feet also racing, all the way back home.
TC! TC!
What is it, darling?
I've got it! Atlas V. They operate out of Gibraltar. It says on the gloves, look.
Darling, you've done it!
I know, and I've just realised I've stolen these gloves from work.
You can never go back there.
But this is wonderful, darling. We know who they are. But what does it mean?
Only one way to find out.
A few inquiries later, and TC had secured himself a cabin on the next steamer bound for Gibraltar. Upon arrival, he wasted no time in tracking down the offices of the Atlas V company.
Excuse me, do you work here?
Si, senor.
What is it you do?
I make the cricketing helmets.
Sorry, a helmet for cricket?
See, this one is nearly finished. Don't you think it's pretty?
What are all those metal bars for?
To protect the face, senor.
Protect the face? This is crazier than I thought. Who's in charge here?
I thought we might see you before too long.
Grub! I might have known. Sports equipment? How low can one man sink?
Oh, that is only the tip of the iceberg. I think you'll find if you follow the iceberg below water level, the rabbit hole goes a lot deeper than you thought. The question is, dare you peel back the mask of ignorance? Sport is changing, whether you like it or not. This is about money. You see, we're going to beat England.
You can't. It's not possible. And besides, I think you need a country for that.
Oh, I've got one. I've employed them all. A race of people with no other cultural baggage holding them back. Mr. Faversham, allow me to introduce my race of super cricketer. The New Zealander!
Yep, so I had a pretty good session in the nets this morning.
Monstrous!
They're the future.
But why?
When my super cricketers defeat the mighty England, the whole world shall see that the British are fallible, and their right to rule shall be brought sharply into contention. One by one, the countries of the Commonwealth shall fall, until slowly but surely, all that's left of the mighty empire is England bullying Wales.
But the world will be plunged into total chaos.
Precisely. How very lucrative the new world shall be.
TC sprinted out of the factory and back to the docks, where he promptly dived into the sea. He very soon regretted the decision to swim back to Britain, but still, he did not turn back. After all, he was a man with a mission. Sport meant more to him than anyone could understand, and now sport could bring down the empire. He knew what he had to do. He arrived at Lord's just as things were getting heated in the England locker room.
TC, thank God!
Eckersley, I found the Atlas V factory. I know everything.
We're getting bloody hammered out there. I say we let TC play. I mean, he could be 12th man if one of us retired.
This match will earn me £10,000. I'm not retiring. He's not even a professional anyway.
Fine! TC, here's a shilling. I'm paying you to play.
Eckersley?
You saved my life once, TC, when we faced those angry dogs all those years ago. Now we've come full circle, and it's time for me to return the favour and let you save me again. What do you say? Fancy bending these bloody rules a little?
All right, I'll do it.
Come on, ladies, we're waiting. Time for your last man to march bravely forward into a barrage of Kiwi sports bullets.
With pleasure, Grub.
Faversham! But you're not allowed
I
to!
know. It's just not cricket.
And my word, what's this? It looks as though Eckersley has resigned and made way for T.C. Faversham. Well, this is sensational. But with England so far behind on this, the final day, you can't help but wonder if even he is up to the challenge.
TC fought with all his might. He was a one-man army, knocking the opposition this way and that, scoring run after run after run. The match ran long into the afternoon, until as the sun sank heavy in the sky, TC was to face one more challenge.
England now only 5 runs behind with 2 balls left in the match. What a startling display this has been, and it's McDonald to bowl again for the penultimate ball of the match. My word! T.C. Faversham's bat was cracked clean in half. He was lucky the ball didn't strike the stumps on its way through to the keeper. Well, in all my 4 days of commentating on Test matches, this has not happened before. 1 ball left in the match, and the man on the crease without a bat. Well, what will the umpire do? He's consulting the rulebook. And he's waving play on. TC must face the final ball of the match without a bat. Well, it seems that his international debut is doomed to failure, and so is the British Empire. Well, what must be going through his mind right now?
Think, TC. Think.
Of course!
here comes the towering New Zealander thundering in again. Is it? Is it? I think it is, you know! It is! Unbelievable! T.C. Faversham has knocked the ball for 6 runs using his own forehead. I've never seen anything like it. He's jumped up and, well, he headed the ball, I suppose. He's headed it. England win by 1 wicket, and New Zealand must return home and think about what they've done.
TC, can you hear me? TC!
Eckersley, is that you?
It's me, old friend. You did it. You saved the Empire.
I think I hurt my head a little.
I'm sorry I couldn't tell you about Grubb's plan. He had me over a barrel, that blasted contract. If I told anyone what I knew, I was under contractual obligation to kill a family of seals. I couldn't do it, TC. The little ones are so adorable. They look like tiny babies in sleeping bags, you know?
That's okay. Do you think you could take me to a hospital?
Hell, after what you did for me today, I'll take you to 5 hospitals.
T.C. recuperated from his injury in a private ward, his doting wife and children rarely leaving his side. He was a true national hero, but not without a price. T.C.'s valiant efforts left him with a severe concussion, and upon being discharged he found he had lost his competitive edge. His reaction times halved. His mind dulled, he retired from international competition, preferring a career more suited to the elderly and mentally subnormal. That of professional sports punditry.
Joining me in the commentary box today is no stranger to the beautiful game, T.C. Faversham. T.C., what can we expect from these two sides today?
They'll want to score goals if they want to win.
Thanks, T.C.
Here, amongst his ageing peers, T.C. was a true living legend, and his punditry brought in enough money to clear his debts, letting him live a secure and leisurely existence. T.C. lived happily for another 12 years, until a particularly cold winter consigned him to his bed. The doctors called often, but could do nothing for him. With the end in sight, T.C. called his wife and children to his side, and, aiming his boyhood golf-free bow and arrow out of the open window, left this final request.
Wheresoever the arrow lands, there shall I be buried.
And so, in accordance with his wishes, T.C. was buried in the bedroom ceiling.
More Brothers Faversham was written and performed by Humphrey Ker, David Reed and Thom Tuck. It also starred me, Ingrid Oliver, and the narrator was Miles Jupp. The script editor was Richard Turner, and the producer was Julia McKenzie.
Live from London, the Paris of England, it's the Penny Dreadfuls, brought to you by the Orphans for Cholera Awareness Foundation.
It's in the water.
This is the Brothers Faversham. It is no secret that historians rarely agree on anything. If they did, we would only have one book on Hitler rather than about 1 billion. But the one thing they come close to agreeing on is that one cannot speak of the Victorian era without mentioning the Faversham family. Sir Digby Faversham, a son of minor Kent gentry, had captured a French eagle at Waterloo, invested wisely in forks, and bagged an absolute mega-hottie in the form of his wife, Lady Alexandra, Great Britain's foremost secret agent. Tonight's programme concerns Digby and Lady Alexandra's sixth son, Maximillian Mortimer Caramac Faversham, Victorian Britain's greatest horror writer. His was a difficult birth. In the winter of 1846, his heavily pregnant mother, engaged in one of her regular missions on behalf of the Crown, was captured by the evil Count Vladimir Traevsky. Baby Max was born in a Siberian jail, and it was to have a lasting effect upon him, as Father Digby would discover as he rushed to be by his recovering wife's side in the British consulate in Murmansk on the very night of her rescue.
Minister, is she all right?
She'll live, Sir Digby. The doctors are seeing her now, but she's been through a lot. It seems Count Traevsky treated her very brutally.
Brutally?
Dead legs, Chinese burns. You name it. He's had her locked away in the dark ever since we lost contact 7 months ago. Her eyes are only now readjusting to the light.
I want to see her.
Of course. We've had the windows blocked up to minimize her discomfort, so mind you don't walk into anything. Health and safety are having kittens.
And my son?
Don't think he's had any kittens.
No. How is he?
You must consider...
Were there any complications, Minister?
Your son is... alive, Sir Digby. That's all that matters. You may go in now.
Digby, is that you?
Yes, I'm here, dear.
Darling, I'd like you to meet your son.
Oh, dear God.
No, Digby, that's my hot water bottle.
Oh, thank God.
This is your son.
Oh, dear God!
What Sir Digby saw looming out of the gloom chilled him to the core. His newborn son was pale white to the point of near transparency, his body a tapestry of probing veins and milky skin. For the rest of Max's life, the touch of the sun's soft rays burnt him, his delicate eyes and fragile fair hair giving him equally no protection from the light. He could not run and play with his siblings unless draped in a protective cowl, like some horrendous sandpit wraith. But despite this solitary existence, Max was not without companionship. For, as the sun set each day, he would wander down to the ivy-covered churchyard beyond the garden wall, where his best and only friend, Edward, would be waiting.
Max! I bopped an owl on the head. Come see!
Is it dead?
No, it's just stunned. Look at its eyes. They've been nesting in the belfry. Dad says they're a right pest. Dad wants us to get rid of them all.
Us? You mean both of us?
Aye, isn't it awesome? I love chores, me. Come on, let's find you another net.
Oh, and half a brick.
Edward was the son of the Reverend Peter Barrowman, whose parish lay just beyond the Favershams' estate. Max loved spending time with the brave and simple boy, who took such great pleasure in the outdoors, and, in his turn, Edward loved the fantastical stories that sprang so readily to Max's mind in their games of make-believe.
Quickly, Captain Edward, we must excavate quicker. The evil mole men are right on our tails.
You're right, Professor Max. All power to the forward drills.
How far down are we now?
About 6 feet.
Farther! We must go farther!
Well, no, we should probably stop, actually. Dad hates it when the graves are deeper than this. We've only got a short rope for lowering them in, you see.
Oh, all right.
Edward, Dad says he'll be out in a bit to see how you're getting on. Hello, Max.
Hello, Ivy.
I like your grave. It looks very rectangular.
Thanks. What's in the bag?
Owls. I'm going to set them free into the river. Do you want to help me?
Wow, yeah, I'd love to.
Well, I'll see you down there in a bit then.
Yeah, see you down there in a bit then.
Oh my God, I can't believe it!
What?
You fancy me sister?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You want to hold her hand and kiss her on the face.
Well, so what?
Max fancies Ivy. Max fancies Ivy.
Shut up!
What's going on here? No horseplay, I hope?
No, Dad. We've just finished the digging.
Good, good. You've done an excellent job. Well, it's getting late. Come on, Edward. I think it's time we called it a night. Will we see you tomorrow?
Oh, yes, Father Merriman. As soon as the sun goes down.
Good night, then. Come in when you're ready, Edward.
Good night. Your dad is ace.
I know. I'm going to be a vicar too when I'm older.
Really?
Yeah. I'll be in charge here one day. Why don't you join the clergy too? We can be Blood of Christ brothers.
I don't know. Oh, do you think I could?
Well, me dad's enrolled me at the Vicar Academy already. I'm starting in September. I'm sure I could get you in too if you wanted.
Maybe. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, Edward.
Oh, I see. Going down to the river to do some kissy face, eh? Like this.
Shut up.
See you tomorrow.
Max wandered down to the riverbank where the expectant Ivy was waiting, and there, tentatively taking each other's hands, they made kissy face. Max wandered home full of the joys and immediately inquired with his parents about enrolling in Reverend School, believing it would impress Ivy, what with all the men in her life thus far being vicars. In early September, the day before he and Edward were due to start their new school, the boys were taken to London to get their school supplies. Cassocks, cauldrons, magic wands, that sort of thing. Returning home tired and elated that evening, there seemed to be time for one last boyhood adventure.
Max, slow down. Where are we going?
I found something in the thicket beyond the graveyard. You've got to come and see. Look.
What is it?
It's an old well. It's been boarded up for years, but I think it might be the answer to your dad's owl problem.
You mean that's where the nest is?
Exactly. And in the nest is the queen owl. It's got to be. That's why they keep coming back. We only ever catch the worker owls.
A queen owl! Of course! Brilliant! Right, how big is it?
Oh, it could be as large as a small house or as small as a large bungalow.
Crikey! What if it's hungry?
Oh, it won't be hungry because the worker owls will probably have been feeding it.
Right, grab me legs. I'm going to peek through the cracks and see if I can see it. Have you got me?
I've got you. Can you see anything?
Not really. Maybe if I put all of me weight on this really rotten piece of... Ah!
Max would in time remember precious little of the rescue attempt. The frantic sprint back to the church, the fetching of unfortunately short ropes and so on. But it was, tragically, all to no avail. Edward's funeral was held the following weekend, at which Max sat bewildered and bereft, unable to meet the gaze of all those pitying faces. Ivy had sought to assuage his sense of guilt.
It's not your fault, Max. Nobody blames you. It was an accident.
But in his state, Max could only hear recrimination.
It is your fault, Max. Everyone blames you. Your mum says you were an accident.
Poor Max spent the service staring at a crack in the floor. Occasionally his eyes would flit from Ivy to Father Barrowman beside her, who was himself too distraught to conduct the ceremony, and finally to the 4-foot coffin set out before the congregation. My God, isn't this terribly depressing for a comedy show? Find out after these messages.
Do you like cheese? Do you like eating cheese before bed but are plagued by those pesky nightmares? Then why not try Potts's caffeinated cheese? Now you can eat cheese all night long without falling asleep ever again. Just listen to this, happy customer.
Kill me!
Potts's caffeinated cheese. You know it makes sense.
Max never found the words to speak to Ivy, and so it came as a relief to move away from home and all its painful memories, and into the cold embrace of St. Benifer's boarding school for vicars. But the pain sat heavy upon him, and the stress exacerbated his intolerance to sunlight. His fellow students found him distant and sombre, and Max struggled to make new friends in the boisterous environment of a Vicar Academy Freshers' Week.
A fairly standard gap year, actually. I worked in a shop on the high street, then 6 months in Thailand branding heretics. How about you? Max, isn't it?
I can't really go in the sun, so I stayed here in England, in a cellar.
Oh my God.
Lady Day!
No, guys, no!
You know the rules, mates.
What am I like?
Chug, 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 chug. You clergy warrior. Hey!
I've seen you about campus. You're always working alone. Have you met Pekorski? He's dead friendly.
Dead friend.
I think he's in the same dorm room as my lab partner. Have you met him? The Reverend Phil Downawell?
Fell down a well.
pain of Edward's death was never far away, and before Max could control himself, it burst out of him in a tide of socially retarded rage.
Anyway, we're all going over to the Dean's house later on to skinny dip in his bird bath. You should come along.
What? So you can all laugh at my stupid pale body because you think I'm a murderer? Well, excuse me if I don't jump at the chance.
Hey, come on, Max. Nobody's laughing at
Just
you.
leave me alone! Your idiotic jollity is a stain upon your characters. How can you sit there drinking and laughing like braying drones when all we are destined for is the grave? I will take no part in this.
So, we still go to the Dean's house or what, for Christ's sake?
Name in vain!
Oh my God!
Chug!
Max fled to his room, tears of anger and anguish trickling side by side down his cheeks, where he grabbed the nearest book to hand and started scrawling dark, angry words in the margin. Scribbling furiously for hours, Max finally collapsed, spent and alone. When he awoke, he had, clasped in his hands, the sinister tale of The Voice in the Darkness, a chilling piece of horror fiction, which he reread with undisguised delight.
Saunderson allowed himself a wry smile. Was he not a man of science? Yes, he was.
Surely the voice that had called out to him had been some trick of the light. And suddenly it cried out to him once more, Alan, it's me, your father. You look great. Have you been working out? It was not only inappropriate, but terrifying!
When he had finished, he took out a pen and began to write anew. He scrawled furiously every night after lights out, with only the pale glow of the moon for illumination. Every tale sinister, twisted and frightful. But he never shared his creations, choosing rather to spirit them away from prying eyes. That was until one morning Max was paid a visit by the Archbishop.
Good morning, Max.
Archbishop!
I've found something that belongs to you, Max. Between you and me, it's not something I'd leave lying about.
I promise you, Your Grace, it's the cat that brings them in.
I meant this.
My Bible. Where did you find it?
Well, my child, you left it in the refectory.
Well, thank you for bringing it back, Your Grace.
It was slightly more than the least I could do. In fact, it was very useful. I needed to check a quote for my new sermon. Cake, Satan's silent killer. But as I turned to Revelations, revelations indeed did I find.
Oh.
The boy with the see-through face?
Yes, I can explain.
And then in Leviticus.
The eagle swoops.
And plucks out the eyes of a girl, yes.
Please, Your Grace, I'm sorry.
Sorry? Sorry? This is brilliant!
What?
It's the best horror fiction I've read ever! You've got talent there, my boy. Real bona fide talent. And I should know. I used to be a writer before I got into all this.
Really?
Oh, yes. Did you ever read a little Christmas chiller entitled The Macabre Affair That Took Place at Christmas?
You're Archbishop.
At yourself. With my help, you could go far.
And go far he did. With the Archbishop's contacts, Max was soon able to secure a publisher for his first slim volume of ghoulish short stories. All were so spectacularly successful that His Grace and Max both left the church to work on the books full-time. Max writing, the Archbishop managing this newfound career, and arranging many promotional book readings at which Max would meet his adoring public.
Upon the plaque was carved his name. No wonder no one would talk to him.
He hadn't been unconscious for 10 minutes.
Turned out he'd been dead all along.
Thank you, Max, for reading us that passage from your latest novel, The House That Was a Scary House. I think we can all agree it sounds truly terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
I was dead all along. I didn't see that coming.
Max Faversham will now take a few questions. Yes, you there with a cape holding a silver goblet. Nope, not... Yep, that one, you.
Greetings.
Celestial felicitations.
My question is this. Do you believe in the existence of ghosts, and have you experienced them personally?
I have indeed. I hold dark compacts with them most evenings.
Steady on, Max.
It's all right, I know what I'm doing. I am well known to the nether spirits, and shall be chronicling my adventures in my next volume of Forbidden Lore. Max Faversham, Demon Puncher.
Seriously, it was dead all along. I'm still reeling from that one. I think that's about enough for now. If you could all form an orderly queue, Max will sign your books for you.
Name?
Osiris Pugsley.
How is that spelt?
No, I'm not here for a book.
The T-shirt are at the other store.
You misunderstand. I'm in dire need of your assistance. My great aunt complains of noises in the night, of howls and apparitions. She cannot sleep, Mr. Faversham.
Mr. Pugsley,
Your books tell of things that cannot be simple fictions. Nobody could have made up all that stuff about him being dead all along. If you have any power over these dark forces, then you must help me.
How?
With an exorcism!
An exorcism?
Help him, Master.
I'll do it.
Max, I'm not sure this is a good idea.
Look, I've got it under control.
Max swept from the building with fans in tow, flocking like angsty suckling lambs to the gloom teat. Before they got 50 yards, however, Max came face to face with a face he hadn't faced for years.
Max?
Ivy, is it really you? Oh my God, you've all grown up.
It was Ivy, his childhood sweetheart from earlier. Do you remember?
I thought I was late. Well, I'm so glad I caught you. It's good to see you, Max.
You too. It's been a long time.
Well, I always hoped you'd come back and visit.
I wanted to, Ivy. I just always thought...
Listen, Max, I was wondering... I'm only in London for the day, and I don't know if you'd fancy it, but I'm heading over to the Natural History Museum to check out the new puffin exhibition. It's supposed to be banging.
Ivy, I kind of need to... I mean, it'd be great to catch up and everything, but I sort of promised...
It's okay. I understand. You've got a new life now.
Ivy, I'm sorry,
But she was gone, presumably to that puffin exhibition. Would the exorcism make up for Max missing out on all those puffins? Find out after these messages.
Do you have problems with emotional intimacy? Would you like to relax into the warm embrace of another human being, but are afraid they think you're a repulsive, boring loser? Then worry no longer. All of your problems can be overcome with the simple application of cats. Cats, the crutch of emotional cripples. Sound too good to be true? Just listen to this pathetic customer.
I couldn't be happy with my new cat. He's not interested in me at all, just like a man. But he always lets me buy him dinner.
Good grief! I wouldn't touch her with yours. But this hairy little munchkin might. Cats, the unfriendly dog.
I don't need to go outside. I've got a cat.
Cats are non-refundable. We accept no responsibility if cat doesn't like you.
I've got a cat.
Arriving at Pugsley's house, Max was struck by his own rashness. What had he got himself into? With an army of fans outside and Pugsley's shining face before him, his only hope was to, just sort of bluff it.
Is everything all right, Mr. Faversham?
Yes, I'm just saying a preparatory prayer. Oh, God. Amen.
Auntie Beryl, I've brought the exorcist.
Righto, I'll strip to the waist.
No, that won't be necessary, thank you. But I'll need a cross, some hot water and fresh towels.
Right you are, Reverend.
Now, I understand you have ethereal intruders, Beryl.
Yes, enormous babies made of knives, with wings for eyes.
Oh, this is more serious than I thought.
Right you are, Reverend. I'll strip to the waist.
No. Wait. They are here. Beryl, call out to them.
Now look here, Mr. Ghost. Yes.
It's moving upwards. Quick, Mr. Pugsley, throw the towel over her head.
Righto.
And now the water.
I'm soaked. I better strip to the waist.
No! Hand me that cross. Oh, vile creatures of the nether realm, I entreat you to get off out of it. Go on.
I feel a slight concussion coming on.
That's completely normal, Betty. The spirits are leaving you now. And so Max Faversham must away.
Well, thank you, Mr. Faversham. How can we ever repay you?
Max Faversham asks for nothing in return except £40 cash.
Beryl and Pugsley were hugely grateful for Max's services. Whether there were ghosts in that room, or merely the delusions of a nudity-obsessed old woman, it is unclear to the impartial observer. But regardless, they never returned. Soon, Max was inundated with similar requests, increasingly finding himself in the drawing rooms of fashionable London. Max's success continued unabated, but he was fast becoming a truly arrogant and self-important man. Shutting his ears to all those around him, he would listen almost exclusively to his internal monologue as it droned on in that stupid voice of his. A fact that was beginning to test the patience of the Archbishop.
Ah, I'm glad I caught you, Max. When are you going to have the new manuscript ready for the publishers? They're breathing down my neck as it is.
Tell them to cram it. Max Faversham is not hurried by anyone. Now is that all?
There is one thing.
Speak, old man.
Well, Trappington Huge from the Times has been asking for an interview for some time now, and I really think it would help with sales.
Maximillian Faversham does not grant interviews. He is a unique and solitary figure of darkness, a silhouette against the gaudy facile light of the popular press. Tell this petty pen-pusher to communicate his questions to me telepathically.
I doubt they'll agree to that.
Well, make them bloody agree to it, you imbecile!
Wait, that is enough! I've had enough of this cheek from you, boy. I gave you a chance and you've turned yourself into a monster!
Oh, right! Well, if it wasn't for me, you'd still be nothing more than a crummy old Archbishop of York, you senile old git!
Hey! There's only one man I'll let talk to me like that. He was my friend, and he died almost 2,000 years ago.
Jesus!
Yes. And I don't think he'd approve of your behaviour, young man.
Ha! He holds no power over me anymore.
Your overconfidence is your weakness.
Your faith in your friend is yours.
That's it. I'm leaving. You used to be all about the stories. But now you're just a sellout like Poe and M.R. James and the rest of those pop-lit jerks. Take care of yourself, Max. Nobody else will.
Max was now Britain's most published author, with 7 novels owned for every man, woman and child in Britain. And his works translated into hundreds of languages, including American. But he had looked the gift horse in the mouth and kicked it in the knackers, spurning the fellowship of others at every juncture, and now wandered the empty halls of his mansion house alone. That evening, Max crawled into bed and lay staring at the ceiling, chewing on a choice chunk of Potts caffeinated cheese.
You know, spirit friends, Max Faversham always knew Max Faversham was special. Some would question why you've chosen to give such powers only to them, but Max Faversham understands. Max Faversham is a true genius, an exceptional human being. Oh, bloody hell, this cheese is a bit rich. What's that, spirits? Yes. Max Faversham does deserve the finer things in life. After all, he is capable of anything. Why, Max Faversham could even summon a demon at his very leisure. Yes, with a simple click of the fingers. Stay back, beast! I am Max Faversham.
You are the speaker of falsehood, the one they call Max. He who claims to speak with the dead.
Oh, God, don't kill me!
Bloody hell, I can't keep that up. I'll read, Max. It's me, Edward, back from the deed. Not very nice, is it, being tricked like that?
What? Edward, no, it can't be. Max Faversham commands you to return to the pit from whence you came!
Oh, give it a rest, man. You sound like a knob. I've come to tell you something. Something you should have been told a long while back.
Oh?
I shouldn't have been playing around on that crumbling and oh so treacherous well in the first place. It was never your fault, mate.
It wasn't?
No. Owls have to be stopped. It's as simple as that. We've all got sacrifices to make in life. And I think one death is a small price to pay to avoid a world run by owls. Anyway, we all make our own decisions. I decided I should climb on that rotten piece of wood, not you.
Oh.
Now, who's up for a spectral journey through why your life is so obviously shit?
Max awoke the following day, the years of guilt and loneliness simply lifted from him. He bounced down the stairs and out into the streets, where the morning sun was beginning to rise. And as its amber rays touched his skin for the first time in years, he smiled and turned to face them. A brief rail journey later, Max found himself back at a familiar door.
Max!
Hello, Ivy. Any chance of a cup of tea?
Of course. Come in.
Oh, and do you have any after sun?
Let us leave Maximillian Faversham there in the warm company of his sweetheart Ivy Barrowman, and have no more words spoken of death and the end of things. After all, it would be something of a downer to mention that some 12 years later, after breaking his ankle on a slippery rock, Max was eaten alive by ravens. Yes, let's not mention that.
More Brothers Faversham was written and performed by Humphrey Ker, David Reed and Thom Tuck. It also starred me, Ingrid Oliver, and the narrator was Miles Jupp. The script editor was Richard Turner and the producer was Julia McKenzie.